Just got a tip, there's no debate. I know a gent that'll set you straight. It's Vinny Valentine. Good fellow who's got what it takes. A New Yorker to make no mistake. It's Vinny Valentine. And if you're feeling real blue, call on Vinny. He's gonna tell you who's better than you. Elizabeth Street, Little Italy. Hangs with his pals, yeah, that's where he'll be. It's Vinny, a friend of mine. Stand-up guy from the Lower East Side. Take it from me, he's one of a kind. It's Vinny Valentine.
Who's better than you? You know, I forgot to mention on my first show that Carisa, my co-host, my regular co-host, she's on a maternity leave. And she has a beautiful daughter named Diana. Now she just had another one. Oh, so beautiful. The baby's so beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
So there's an old saying, when you play, you pay.
When you play, you pay.
You know? But that's okay. Don't get me started. Please, Livia, I'm trying to behave.
Trying, keyword. Trying.
Otherwise, her mother will never let her come to a show alone again.
Again, no, she's here for you. I said it. I made it very clear. She's here for you.
There you go. All right, Mom. Don't worry, everything's okay. All right, Dom. So tonight, and then again, this is Olivia.
Olivia Milano, filling in for Clarissa.
Say what?
Said I'm filling in for Clarissa.
And you are. And standing in for Carissa is correct. And so we used to have Mariana on the show.
Mariana.
And
my
she's no
old
longer
acting
with me.
partner.
We won't get into that. But now you're working with her, or you're in school with her or something.
Yeah, we both attend the Barrow Group.
Oh, you still see her?
It's a good group.
No, I haven't seen her, since the last fall, but she's an amazing actress.
Okay. And then last week we had Francesca on the show.
Yes,
with
we
us.
did. What a pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, what a bright girl she's an up-and-coming actress. I can't wait to tell everybody I know her.
There you
And
go.
then we have JT Talent. JT Talent and casting, known as John Thomas. John Thomas, known as JT. And then we got Arsen. Arsen?
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Arsen, correct.
Yes,
Awesome.
correct.
Yeah, Arsen. I've done a few of those things.
That's
Arsen, what's your last
with
name?
an E, not an O. 'cause that would be
okay. It's
Arsen with an E.
not an
Awesome.
Arsen.
arson with an E. If it was an O,
Arson with
then
an E.
arsonist, then that would be a problem.
And the ones that I did were what, with an A?
With an E.
Arsen.
Ars- I think it's
Arson.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's
I don't know. One was a barn and one was a building. But that's another story.
the thing is like you're probably
Oh, man, they can't pinch me now. What are you going to give me? 20 years? I'd be lucky if I go another 10.
Vinny Awesome's the director, is actually working on a bunch of my projects. We just finished filming a bunch. We got a few more coming up right now.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you know what? You know who we have in our audience tonight? We have my producer, Scotty.
Scotty.
And we also have Pasquale.
Party Pasquale.
Pasquale, I've done a few movies with him.
Yes.
Pasquale, out loud. What movies were they? I forgot.
You're being summoned.
I know I did a few with you.
Did a few. We did that.
Did he say anything?
Roland Ruby. That was your best friend there, right?
Oh, yeah, Rob.
Which ones?
We did Roland Ruby. I worked on that.
I don't remember.
With Al Sapienza.
I'm sorry?
Al Sapienza we did.
With Al Sapienza.
We did Roland Ruby. We did a whole bunch of it with
You know, I also did Law and Order, and I wasn't a mafia. Or was I?
You were a lawyer.
No, let me keep my mouth shut. No. I had guns in my hand. I know what you would have said. Well, with a gun, you're a mafia. Yeah. Oh, God.
Gunshot wound. We'll stick with the gunshot wound.
Gunshot.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Literally.
right. You're right. Yeah, I got a few scars on my body. People always say, where'd that come from? Who did this and who did that? Did you have something done? Was it an operation? They see a little scar, somebody cut you with a knife, you know.
Probably the gun.
There you go.
I think it's the gun.
That's
You
what
like
The
my
Sopranos
gun,
gave
I
you,
love
right?
your gun.
I love this
I love
baby.
the gun.
I love this baby.
That's what you got from The
want one.
Sopranos, right?
I'm sorry?
The Sopranos gave you that, right?
Yeah, I got this as a
I
gift.
remember that.
You know, And
It's beautiful.
you like my gun?
Yeah, I love your gun.
See, you think I'm starting all the time, huh, Mom? That's okay. I get her after the show. I mean, I'll talk to her after the show.
Cappuccinos, decaf cappuccinos.
There you go. There you go. Anytime, you know that.
Anytime.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
So now, tell me, what else have you done besides that interview with me? I know you've done a lot of other
Correct.
things,
Yes.
and I know that you're working with JT.
Yes. So part of the stuff that we're working with JT first is Mary Jane's Tribulations. It's a short film we did about 9 to 10 months ago. That's done, cut, and edited, and we'll be screening that in September. Also, we have a show. It's called Up on Sugar Hill.
Yep.
It's an hour long. It's going to be awesome. I'm not going to get too much into it,
Right.
but that's also produced by JT. And we have a new short film, which is help me out with the first Redemption at Gun Hill Road, which Francesca is going to be in it as well. And that's the core of what I'm doing right now.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
you're
all
dipping
right.
your foot in a lot of stuff.
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
Francesca, I also want you to know I've also did rap videos too.
Videos, you didn't tell me about that.
Let's give him a beat.
Tell me
Let's give him a
more,
beat.
tell me more.
I've done one with Jay-Z,
What?
Jay-Z video,
I remember that.
with Michael Rappaport.
Rappaport, yeah.
What was your role in the video? Were
And
you-
Nas, right?
He was a mob guy.
Yeah, I got one. I was a cop in that one.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. Then I did, let me see, what was his name? Naughty by Nature?
Yeah, that's a
Naughty by Nature. Who's that? What was that guy's
Trench.
name?
That's
What?
Trench.
Nas. I did the Nas video.
Oh, no, it's okay.
From the
Played
casino
white.
theme.
There's only two white
What was
guys in that
Jay-Z
movie.
like? What was Jay-Z like?
It was, but that was when
Right.
nobody even knew him. You know?
That was a long time
Everybody
ago.
knew me, but they didn't know him.
He probably
Now they know him
he
and they don't
probably
know me.
really liked your gun.
Say what?
He probably really liked
He
your
didn't have this
gun.
gun by
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't have it by then?
No.
Ah.
That was a long time
You know,
ago.
most girls,
was
when they see
pre-gun.
this, they
Pre-gun.
don't say, I like your gun. They just say, wow, I like your chain. You know, I like that medallion. I like what you have around your
Well,
neck.
girls like diamonds, and I see a few diamonds, and that's why I was like, I love your
You
chain,
can
I
have
love
it
your
all.
gun.
She's the only one that always tells me I like your gun. That's okay. That's all right.
I tell
And,
it like it is.
Oh,
This show's still called
you
Tell
do.
It Like It Is.
I like your guns too. Mom, she made me say
I
that.
set myself up for that one.
She made me
It's
say
okay.
that.
It's okay.
I knew he'd get me back eventually.
Yeah, so I Naughty by Nature, Cool G Rap.
I think he was looking at your nails.
Yeah.
I did a whole bunch of
Didn't you
them.
do a lot of commercial? You did a lot of commercial, right?
I'm sorry?
There was a lot of commercial you did, right?
A lot of it. Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of
I did a
commercial.
lottery commercial.
Yep,
Then I
remember that.
got beat with the lottery
I
commercial.
remember that too.
Oh, man. This is a quick story. I bought a $20 extravaganza scratch-off ticket, and I won $5 million.
Why didn't
Yeah.
we know you then?
What?
Why weren't you around, baby?
Why wasn't I around? Then you would be a
Right,
candidate
where do you
in mine.
hear
Oh, don't worry about it. Well, you know what happened? I was a millionaire all weekend. And, wait, then when I went to go cash it in, the woman was scanning the ticket. I'm behind this bulletproof glass down on downtown Vesey Street or something. And she says, I'm sorry, it's not coming up a winner. I said, listen to me. If it looks, walks, and quacks like a duck, it's a duck, and I want my freaking money, you know? And so I was a millionaire all weekend, and my wife went out and bought a Cartier watch.
She got excited.
It was like only $18,000. Pocketbooks and you name it, coats.
Wow.
Pocketbook. And I said,
Wait,
what?
wait, what's the problem? What's the problem?
Well, they
getting to
said it was on the back of the ticket. It says the companies that there's a company that prints out their tickets for them, so they were responsible for it. And going up again, when you fight in the state or the city,
Good luck.
let me tell you something. You're gonna lose. I don't care who you are, what you know,
Truth.
do or what you want to give them, you're gonna lose.
Wow, I feel like
You
they
know?
should have given you like $1 million.
And
in
my wife
consolation.
kept spending and spending. I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "You cheap bastard! Just won $5 million. I can't spend a few dollars." I said, "Well, wait until I get the money in my hand." So meantime, she spent a little over 20 grand. And Monday, when I found out that I didn't win, and then all of a sudden I'm outside getting car service to go back home. I said, "Wait a second. She just spent like over $20,000."
Yeah.
And they wouldn't take back the watch. They wouldn't take back the pocketbook. They wouldn't take back this and take that. And she never wears the watch. I said, "Why aren't you wearing the watch?" She said, "I don't want to wear it. I can get mugged." "Then why'd you buy it? Lunatic. Why did you buy it? Give it to me. Let me sell it. Let me get some of this money back." This all happened about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And out of 20 grand, over 20 grand, I still owe about 8. Because every time I get, each month they're supposed to send in like $300, $400. I send in $500. So I'm only sending, I'm sending in that plus a little bit of the interest. So it just goes down, but very slowly.
Yeah.
And she won't give up anything.
Wow.
She's a smart cookie. She's like, I got it and I'm keeping it. I agree.
You could have it all. You could have it all, baby.
Leave it to me.
Just give me the weekend. You could have kept it all. Why are you making me talk like that? I'm on TV.
Yeah, come on. Behave.
All right, I'm trying to
remember
behave. Anyway, I wound up getting nothing out of it. But you know what they did? They sent me a shirt, a lottery shirt, with the lottery emblem on it, a coffee cup, and something, and a bag. A little,
got something for
like it looked like a little pocketbook. I don't know what neighborhood they think I hang out in with that pocketbook. But I bought the cup and that shirt. I ripped it up here on stage, and I pulled my pants down a little bit. I made believe I was wiping my butt with it.
Yeah, I would have done
And the
the
cup
same.
I broke, and I kept sending them.
Broke the cup.
Wait, that's a whole nother story. How'd you break the cup?
You smashed
Say
it.
what?
How did you break the coffee
I
mug?
threw it on the ground.
Oh, you threw it on the ground.
I threw it right over
Right
here.
at the person's head.
And I kept bad mouthing the lottery board, and they finally emailed me, and they said you could be liable for something if I keep bad mouthing. I said it's called freedom of speech. So you know what you could do? You could go F yourself with your emails.
Emails.
Never heard from them anymore.
There you go.
But anyway, I was kind of like pissed, man. $5 million.
I would have been really upset as well. Wow.
Listen to me. I would have been on Unsolved Mysteries when I got that money in my hand.
Yeah, we wouldn't have seen you again.
No, there was this guy, he bought a lottery ticket, and his wife said to him, "What would you do? Wouldn't it be nice if we hit?" He goes, "Oh, yeah." And she said to him, "What would you do with the money?" He said, "I would give you half, like I always promised you."
Wait, let's say.
He said to her,
Okay.
"What would you do with your half?" She said, "I would leave you, like I always promised you." He said, "Oh, yeah, well, I just hit today for $12. When you getting the hell out?" But that's another story. I think I went over everybody's head with that one.
If we all won $5 million,
got it.
what would we do with it? Like, if
What
you
would I
won
do
$5
with it?
million right now, what would you do with
I
it?
call Olivia.
I like that. And this is why I'm his co-host.
I call Olivia.
$45 million.
And I'd send my wife to
think
Puerto
yeah.
Rico where she came from. No, I wouldn't. I can't say that. No, my wife would kill me.
You said it. It's out there.
It's already out
$5
there.
million today is actually not that much money. I mean, you could do.
Wait, now if I called you, I
It's
told you I
enough.
have $5 million, you wouldn't hang out?
I hang out with you and you offer me a cappuccino, so. I mean, I'm just saying.
With Bailey's. Go ahead.
Don't worry, baby.
Cappuccino. He's the
You
only
said,
person I know
you
who
said
has
earlier you
I
like
have
the
cappuccino.
diamonds.
I can't do decaf
You said
coffee.
earlier you like the
decaf.
diamonds.
Can't.
Don't worry, we'll start with that first.
Yeah.
Please tell me more. Are you doing anything that you can use me
We
in?
do this all
Please.
the time.
Yeah, I'd
save him.
love to. Well, I mean, first of all, I first met you
Yeah.
on the set of Find Me Guilty, which
Yep.
JT also kind of knows about. And, you know, when Vin Diesel had the hair and everything,
Yeah.
Vin Diesel was gracious. He let me take a picture with him, and so were you. I still have that picture of me and you, and I just remember that you're still pretty much the same, so that's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Vin Diesel loves me, that guy.
Yeah, he loves everybody. Aside from, you. I'm not saying, but he's just so awesome.
Yeah, he is.
That he's the same with everybody.
I
Very
remember
giving
when
and-
you took me to the premiere of What It Could Find Me Guilty, and you told me the story about the sleeping,
when
About
you fell
the who?
asleep.
the Monopoly guy. Remember the little
Somebody
old
fell
man?
asleep in the stretcher during filming. Is that?
No, the little.
No.
the
Oh,
little-
that's with
the little
Find Me Guilty.
Yeah, Find Me Guilty.
Oh, yeah, what was the guy's name again?
I forgot. The little old man, the little old guy.
Yeah, it was the little guy who was taking him out in a stretcher.
It did not click.
And they woke me up because we kept doing all these court scenes. So they kept saying, all right, let's do it again. I go, and I went out like a light. So then all of a sudden they were taking this guy out of the courtroom on a stretcher. And Mr. Monop or something. And I said it by mistake when they were taking him out. I said, oh, there goes Mr. Monopoly.
You're not going go.
And they left it in. Every stupid thing that I said, they leave it in. Makes me look like a jerk.
And they left it in the movie.
You know?
No, that's awesome.
But that's okay. Even Vin Diesel went like that. I seen him go like that because the camera wasn't on him. And I said, Mr. Monopoly, you know? And, God, it doesn't matter. I enjoy doing all these things.
Yeah.
You know, some people, they do so many movies. I would never mention their name. You ask them for an autograph or a picture. No, not right now.
Yeah.
You know, me, I've never turned anybody down.
And you do a lot of charities. I used to bring you to a lot of charities. Everybody used to love you. You used to do all the interviews, take pictures with everybody.
Oh, yeah. I always take pictures, especially when a girl asks me that.
Yeah, remember we were on Mulberry Street and this group of people, I think they were from Costa Rica or something,
Yeah.
and they're walking by and they're like, oh my God, hola. And I'm just like, they're not talking to me. Anyways, they're talking to him. They're like, oh, can we have a picture? And he's like, sure. These like beautiful Spanish girls. And I'm just like, he's like, oh, this is Olivia. And they're all just like, hi, hola. It was so cute. I was like, how did they, they know him. They recognize him.
Say, listen, you have any job that pay money?
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting
You're
there.
getting there.
Maybe you can
Yes,
help us out with that.
absolutely.
You
Say-
can help him out. Maybe you can help him out.
Oh, help? Yeah, I would be more than happy to help out. I'm gonna help you out first, Mom. All in good, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna ask you, how did you wind up out of the apartment on Hester? We won't talk about that.
No, it's New York City. Apartments coming
It's a
go.
long story. Okay. Yeah, I got. Oh, you know what? Today, what the hell? Eric, my boy Eric.
Yeah.
Called me
How's
up today. He goes, "Oh, somebody just called me, and they're very interested in doing a film with you." I said, "Okay, we'll give the guy my, what kind of a film?" He said, "I'm not too sure what it is." And he says, "But the guy wants your your number and all that. Could I give it to him?"
Awesome.
No. Give me his number and I'll call him.
Right.
He says, "But I think it's a rap video." Man,
Another rap video.
no, I don't want no more rap videos. I was on a rap video one time, and I believe in giving everybody a break, but I can't listen to that shit all day long. I really can't. Rap
can't really imagine
one right after the other.
Yeah.
Do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it
Yeah.
again. I can't deal with it. I can't. Just like if I asked one of them to listen to Motown all day long, or listen to the doo-wops, they're not going to be able to deal with that.
I don't know.
It's a cycle, and it's not my kind of music. But God bless them, if they're making money and the kids like it today, let them do it.
Your son is involved in.
Say
rap.
what?
Your son is
He
involved
was
in the rap.
involved.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. He's not anymore.
Yeah, but he's somewhat still involved, and now he's married, lives down in Florida.
Right.
He's got a baby 6 months old. Oh, that baby is so
cute.
beautiful. We just came back. I stood down there for a whole month, and then I went on a cruise after that to the Bahamas. Please.
That must have been good.
What?
That must have been good. The
What,
cruise.
the boat ride?
Yeah.
Boat ride.
With the cruise.
The food on that boat sucked, man.
Oh no, that's the worst.
It really did. The only meal that was good on that boat was the breakfast. You could get like eggs Benedict.
Oh, I love
Breakfast
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
universal. Breakfast food everywhere is good. Just stay away from the powdered
But
eggs.
lunch and dinner, nah. Then the idiot in the place has to make an announcement that I'm on the boat, and then I couldn't eat. They said, "Oh, we're sorry to disturb you." I said, "Don't worry about it. I ain't eating the shit anyway." But I said it on the microphone, which I should not have done. you know. But the next night they didn't mention who I was again, you know. But that food, man, was horrible, man.
That's crazy.
Horrible. Stevie Wonder could have cooked a better meal than that. Wait. No, I shouldn't have said that either. He's a good cook.
He's a good cook.
You know?
Do you remember the limo ride from hell?
The what?
The limo ride from hell? Remember the limo ride with D?
Oh.
I ran into
Oh,
him.
you know, I gotta tell you something with
You're
this
like
guy.
egging him on. He's
He
gonna
sent
keep
me on a
going.
limo ride.
JT.
I just thought of that. He said to
So they
tell you
got a
hi.
car picking you up. We're going to Atlantic City or somewhere. I get in a freaking car. All of a sudden, I'm smelling smoke. I'm in the back of the limousine. I'm smelling smoke.
Oh my goodness.
It's this damn car. And then all of a sudden, it pulls over to the side, and I see, looking through the front of the car, all the smoke is coming out of the hood. And the guy gets out of the car. Out of all the people that are in there, why does he got to come around the car and tell me? He goes, we need water in the radiator. What do you want me to do, pee in it? You need water in the radiator. What are you telling me? You know? He goes, I don't know how to get the water. He goes, I have vodka in the back of the car. You think I can put that in it? I said, vodka in the back of the car.
Skittles. And Red Bull.
Did you ever drive before? You ever vodka? I said, are you nuts? You blow up the freaking car. You put vodka in the car? You nuts or what? He kept telling me all the things that he could put in the back of the car. I said, you know what? I'm getting out of this car before he puts something in that radiator, and I'm in the back seat. The whole car will blow up, and I'm in it. And then finally we pulled up at this place. Well, I don't know what they were.
It was a
All those
bodega.
guys that wear those
We were in a
towels
bodega.
on their heads.
Yeah, bodega.
What are they?
Yeah, bodega.
Turtles?
What?
A hijab.
A stop and sip. One of
Yeah,
those places.
guys that wear those towels on their head, you know. And we pulled up there, and I was starving. I was starving.
Oh,
We were
he
there
was
like
buying
about an
food,
hour and a
he was
half.
buying chips,
I
everything.
bought potato chips, all kinds of candy, soda.
What happened to the car?
I don't know.
No, wait. What happened was the guy's outside. So now Vinny
They
thinks
put
we're
bottled water in there. Maniacs.
No, so what happened? No, wait. So what happened was Vinny is in there getting chips and everything, and then he says to himself, "Wait a minute, this has got to be like a reality TV show." JT set me up. He's thinking it's the answer, Ashton Kutcher show.
You were
What was that
looking-
called?
Punks.
Punk. He thinks Punk. So he's checking behind
I
me.
probably think I was doing punk.
And I just met this guy. I didn't even know the
This
guy.
isn't real.
And then, so then Vinny goes in. Then we finally get to the place. It was the film festival for the red carpet. There was
That's right.
Right. We get there. When we get there, Montel Williams was with us. Vinny Pastori was with us, and what's the other guy's name? Mike Starr and everybody. And we get there, and then everything's fine. And the lady was supposed to interview Vinny, so I put Vinny online for the red carpet. I leave to go, and then next thing you know, they come running to me. They said, "JT, listen, do you know a guy in a limo?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "We just crashed his car." Meanwhile, he's at the bar. It was like a whole
Then I was
crazy night.
so
crazy.
peed off, I wanted to go home.
There's the other
So I'm out in the hallway, and I'm telling, I got to get out of here. So I told the limousine driver, I said, bring me back to New York. He goes, I can't, I got everybody's clothes in the car. So some girl said, oh, I'm going to Brooklyn. If you want, I can give you a lift.
I wasn't that
I said, you going to Brooklyn? Yeah, okay, good. And I knew I shouldn't have gotten in the car with her. She had glasses, they looked like the bottom of Coca-Cola bottles. You know, like ashtrays. And she was making turns and tailgating and speeding and not knowing where the hell she was. All of a sudden, it was only like a 2-hour ride.
Yeah.
It was about 4.5 hours later, I woke up and we were in a residential area somewhere in Jersey.
Oh no.
And I said, where are we? She goes, well, I'm following this map. A map. Are you, listen, I should have been home already. And my wife is waiting for me outside the window.
Oh my goodness.
I said, listen, I don't know how you got here.
I
Where
don't know how
are
you
we?
got yourself into these situations.
Yeah, I said, how did you get here?
There's a common
I said,
theme.
stop and let's ask somebody. But we're in a residential area. Go knock on somebody's door, I don't care. We got to get out of here. And finally I got home from, I think it was 11 o'clock at night. I got home about 5 in the morning.
Yeah, we were.
My wife sees me getting out of this car with this bimbo. and
She has patience.
my wife says, who is that? I said, it was a bimbo. A bimbo that tried to give me a lift home. We left 11 o'clock last night, and we're getting home now. Oh, yeah? You do anything with her? Yeah, holler at her for the past 5 and 6 hours. That's all I did was holler at her.
Oh my God.
The limo guy
I
got
said,
drunk.
and when I get JT, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna get a real gun
Good
and
job,
shoot him.
JT.
Now, well, really quick, what happened was we had a limo. Vinny and I got booked for a film festival. It was the Garden State Film Festival. And what happened was we got booked to be there, and we were supposed to do a whole thing. And apparently, he was supposed to get interviewed, and everything was great. And it was all set up. And what happened was the limo that we had the night before canceled. So I was like, the guy canceled, and I was freaked out. And I'm like, oh my God, but I need it. I said, you said you were going to do this for me. He said, no. He goes, I can't do it. So I got so upset. I went out, I got a drink. I ended up hanging out at this place called Guest House. And then next thing you know, they throw me in a limo and go to an after hours. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is a limo. And the guy goes, yeah, don't worry, I'll take care of you, don't worry.
it was a gypsy
and that's what
limo.
happened, yeah.
Oh, it's a gypsy limo.
So,
Seen those.
That's what
JT,
happened.
if he wants to meet me, he has to come down to my neighborhood.
There you go.
Never getting a limo from
I don't want to get in any cars or limos.
was
with
8
him.
years
The
ago.
heads up.
Yeah.
Heads up for that one.
That was 8
Find
years
my own
ago.
lift to the bridge.
But you know, we don't have too much more time left. Richard, I want to know, why is this studio? You know, I figured it out after all these years.
Why?
You know why studios are
I can
always
see.
cold?
I can see your breath.
Can you? You can see my breath?
Get.
That's how cold?
Exhale some air. You could see it. Go ahead.
I see your breath too. Did I say breath or breast? Breath. Why does everybody get me started? You know,
got yourself started.
You want to know
Don't
something?
blame it on everyone else.
You know what happened to me? This is the God's honest truth, but I'm not going to say the word. You'll have to figure this one out yourself. I was in a movie with Meg Ryan called, let me say it slow, In the Cut. And somebody asked me, weren't you in a movie with Meg Ryan? I said, yeah. I was in the movie called In the, and I didn't say cut.
Oh my God, there you go.
And everybody just looked at me, and I was on film. And I said, so don't forget, if you ever see it again, it's called In the Cut. Make sure you go and see this movie. You'll see me in it. But I repeated it the second time. I said, cut. The first time I did not. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, that was bold.